do you think would happen? For example, just yesterday, as I told you, just yesterday, I don't know exactly where, but somewhere in this country, they had bicycle race. I think it was not the big race, just few, but they were racing. What do you think would happen if one of those men, or maybe bike on, that he would see something that he wanted and he would win? Probably not. I heard about serving. I think fine enough. You go home. Next week, try. Remember the goal and try. Remember to serve. That's all right. I have a message in my heart that I want to share. It's good to see all of you here. It's good. Take the begin with a prayer. Lord, we thank you, each one here. We thank you. We can have a goal. Help us to serve each other, but above all, to serve you. There right now, time here, the next minutes, we bless it. For each one, self, our attention, and it's down to you. Forgive me, sometimes I try to use my own strength, fail, pray that I myself, without you, really nothing. Thank you. That water, very wet. It's gotta be dirty, you just saw this, right? But the water, it's not perfectly clean, but it's not awfully dirty either. It's more or less. Water is not very dirty. It's more or less clean. But let's look. Dirty, clean way. Now we know it's dirty. I like to think of this as an example about our life. I have seen and I have experienced. Sometimes, maybe I have been doing wrong, and my heart is dirty. But what do? Okay. What will happen? This, we will just leave it there for maybe 2 hours. What will happen? You saw before, just a little bit dirty water. We just leave it there for 2 hours. The dirt, the water will be almost clean. I have seen sometimes we like just, I'm wrong. Then they're just then we like half forget about it. Dirt is kind of like down there, up there. It's clean. We try to show a clean this. Wait there 2 hours, the dirt will settle down there, you will see clean water. But the truth is, dirt, it's not really clean. If I, one example, Jerry, he has a good pickup. I mean, it's not that good, but it's good. It's better than my car. My car, for me, I look at that pickup. He leaves the key in tonight. Me, but now I am worried. If I drive around with this pickup, you will know it. So first, the pickup, I brought it, there's a place where they paint cars. So I take it there, I tell the man, you paint it, color, change. Red, bright red, painted. Red. The wheels are a bit different, other wheels. The light, I will change them. That black pipe it has, I will take it off. And then, okay? Oh, that's a different one. Red. Good. So, 3 months, I feel guilty. So I go and repent. I beg God to forgive me. I have been stealing. I go back, continue driving the pickup. What do I need to do? I need to go and tell him and pay him. He cannot forgive me, or he cannot cleanse my heart so that I can go to heaven. He can't. Only Jesus can. But if I pray to Jesus, Jesus forgive me, second, I will go fix it with him. I think it's an example. If I only, but I leave him, yeah, God, he already forgave me, so I maybe a salad, done. I think that is like that. Sometimes we have things in our hearts that we need to get out. Please. Okay, all right. God made you. If I, what a year ago, I bought some steel, bought some wheels. Some others helped me a little bit, right? I made a tractor for my son. I bought the steel, I bought the wheels, I did the welding, I did the painting to me, right? Later, I gave it to my son. But now, mine, I made it. I made it. So, I made it. Fine. Travel, he can go. I made it. God made you. Do property. Really, they're God's property. But even they're God's property, God, He will not. If this is your heart, really, it's His property. But God, He will not. He does not. But the decision is yours. This tractor, it couldn't decide. But we can decide. God, He will not by force. We must decide. But sometimes we want, there's dirt, but just stay, we'll just leave it there, leave it there. 1 year maybe, water will be more or less clean. Sometimes we want God, Jesus, to come and fix our heart. That's not what Jesus did. Let's read Ezekiel 18. Ezekiel 18, verse 31 and 32. Get rid of all of your sins that you have done. Get for yourselves a new heart and a new way of thinking. Why do you want to die, the people of Israel? I, God, I do not want anyone to die. So change your hearts and lives so that you may live. Let's also read Ezekiel 36, verse 26. God is saying, also, I will teach you to respect me completely, and I will put a new way of thinking inside you. I, God, I will take out your stubborn hearts of stone. I will take them out. And I will give you obedient hearts. I will give you, I will put my spirit inside you. Okay. My point here is, in these verses, a new heart. Sometimes we prefer that old dirt. Fine, if it's just, it stays there, fine. But, question, even this water, after 2-3 hours, that water, more or less clean. But, it's not. So these verses say, a new heart. They did not want God to come and no. These verses say God, He wants the old one out. God wants the old hearts of stone. Did you notice? I had some stones in there. There was small stones. Maybe you didn't notice, but I had. These verses say, God wants that dirt to be out, give a new heart, change mind. Now, we can go and experience hard times and still clean. Hard times will happen. If the hearts are clean, it's easier to not show dirt. Now, it's truly, deeply clean, it's still clean. I would like to study one group of people in the Bible. This word, I think the Bible, I didn't count, but I think it's more or less maybe like 5 or 30 times. Maybe it's more. Sometimes it's the whole word, sometimes it's just this, but the same meaning. The first time you read that word, those in the Bible, those people, that was a group of people, a country. The first time is in Genesis 14. Almost the beginning of the Bible. Genesis 14. It's the story of Lot, Abraham. Lot had moved to that wicked city. And then there came a king, took it, Abraham with his servants, he followed God. In those verses, one of the people here were these. I don't know was the same people that later again same name. I don't know, because the next time read about it. There's also in Genesis about Esau. Esau, one of his sons, had this name. So probably it was different. But anyway, these people, they were our lots. In Exodus 17. Exodus 17. The Israelites, they had already left Egypt. They had begun their journey. They were not far yet, but they had begun their journey. And then these people, they came and they wanted to fight with the Israelites. They wanted to defeat them. Israelites. So Moses, who was the leader, he told, you get ready to fight them. Well, actually, Moses told Joshua, he told Joshua, you are responsible to lead the fighting. So Moses, what did he do? Moses, he went on a hill. Joshua, the army, They were fighting. Moses became tired. What happened? These then Israel defeated them. But Moses became tired. Then two men, Aaron and another man, his name was Hur. Israel defeated them. They took off. In verse 14, Israelites already defeated them. God told Moses, you must, this story about those people, you must write down. You need, Israelites, they must remember that story. Me, God, I will. In the future, those, I will destroy them. Verse 16, God is saying, I will fight them forever. So we notice, Israelites, they had a problem. Oh, sorry. Israelites, they had a problem. God told Moses to remember them. Right now, yes, they defeated them, but they have not destroyed them. Then Numbers 13. Numbers 13. Israelites, they continue traveling to that country. They were almost there. They were almost there. Moses, he said, you need to find 12 men, spies. 12 men. You find those 12 men. They go to the country and look at it. So they found 12 men. Men, they went. Looking, when they were done, there was 12 men, and went back. They told Moses, it's beautiful, but there's a problem. They said, those people, they are strong. No way. We just can't. This was one of them. Those people, they were one of them. Again, these people bothering them. So there were two of those men. What are their names? Joshua and Caleb. Two. Those men. They were strong. God, we can. The others, people here, and believe them. They wanted to kill them, and they complained. Now, God, He was fed up. God wanted to kill them. But Moses, please don't. So God listened. But then, God said, those people that are 20 years old, I think it was 20. Anyway, those people, they will not go in. Now, you must travel back halfway or part of the way, travel back. You must stay there 40 years, stay. A lot of them died. Young people. So Moses, he told them, Israelites, all right. Now, all right, fine. Now we're ready. You will go and fight. Before, God wanted them to be strong and go. But now, because they have complained, God told them, now you stay. But now, they changed. All right, fine. Now we will. So, they got an army. They went. Moses, what are you doing? You can't. God told you to stay. What happened? Those and another group. Two groups. These and another. Ran away. They were continuing to bother them. Numbers 24. Israelites, they had already moved back. They were there, they were staying, they were waiting. It was 40 years, waiting, until the time to go. Then there was a story, Balaam. Balaam. We know that the king, he wanted Balaam to go and curse them, but God stopped him. Balaam, he went. He blasted him. He moved, and he blasted him. One, the things that Balaam said in Numbers 24, verse 20. Balaam, he was high on a mountain. He saw those Israelites. He blasted them. Then he saw those people. And he said, what will happen? You will be destroyed. What will happen? Deuteronomy 25, I'll read some verses. Deuteronomy 25, Moses was nearing his death. Moses, he knew he would die, because God had told Moses he couldn't go in. Moses, he knew soon he would die. And then Moses, there's like 4 or 5 or 6 chapters, there's chapter after chapter, where Moses, he is telling them rules, and he's explaining to the Israelites, I I will die. Joshua will be the new leader, and he's telling them. Then Deuteronomy 25, verse 17, he's saying, what does he say? He's telling Israelites, you need to remember those people, that group of people. You need to remember how in the past they bothered you. Remember those people, what they did to you when you left Egypt. When you were tired and worn out, those Amalekites, they came and they fought. And then, verse 19, Moses tells them, when you go in, and you will have peace, and you will rest. You need to remember these people, how they bothered you. You must, if you're there, you arrive, and you have peace, you must destroy them. So Moses is telling him just before he died. So, Israelites who died, Israelites continued their journey. They got there, they went in the country, and they defeated a lot of them. But just some years after, again, these people, they were bothered. The story of Gideon. You know that story, right? Gideon, Israelites, they had a lot of people. They were bothering them. There were these were the people that bothered the most. But there's one verse when Gideon, he was almost ready to fight. There's one verse that says these and these. It was more these, but these as well. Again, Gideon, his man, grips three, ran away. In 1 Samuel 14, Saul recently become a king. Again, bothering Israel. Saul defeated them, but did not destroy them yet. And then, in chapter 15, 1 Samuel 15, Saul is still the king. God told Samuel, told him, you tell Saul, those people, destroy them, and you must kill the man, the women, the children, the babies. Okay. If Saul had really killed man, women, children, babies, could in the future, could if in that group every single person, babies and all, have died, could they in future more? Could? They couldn't. So God told Saul, those people, I remember in the past, they have been bothering, now you destroy them. Destroy them, and I will not know them again. So Saul's army but he saw that king. Beautiful. Beautiful. I will say it. He come back. So he was like, God, I told him to destroy them. And then in chapter 15, verse 8, some Bibles say that, some translations say that Saul, he killed all the army. It does not say that he killed the women and children. Other translations, it sounds more like he killed all, but we know the king, he saved. But the king later, Samuel, when he came there, or Samuel, he told the king. So this king, I will be free. But what did he do? He took that king, chopped him up in pieces. That. So it is not very clear, but I think if I read later in the Bible, I think Saul, he failed more than only the king and army. I think if I read later in the Bible, then I think it is in 1 Samuel 28. I think Saul did not destroy them. Only the army. Because I will explain that later, a little more. So we know God, he was fed out in Saul. He had wanted Saul to destroy those people again and again and again. They had bothered Israel. But Saul, what did he do? He copied. A little bit. He wanted a little bit to stay. Saul, he was not willing. Out. Mute. He saw a little bit beautiful. I want that. In 1 Samuel chapter 28, Saul is still alive. He hasn't died yet. Actually, it's before that. In chapter 27, Saul is still alive. Saul, he was evil. He was following David, trying to kill him. David ran away, and then, guess what? David believed in Jesus. Those people are gone. Saul was still alive. Hadn't died yet. David, he ran away from Saul. Those same people. Saul, he had failed to bring it out. He had cherished some. And then, a little later in the next chapter, Saul, Philistines, they're fighting. And Saul becomes afraid. And he had a desire to meet Samuel again. But Samuel, he had died. So Saul, what was he doing? He went to a wicked woman, a witch. He went and he asked, help me, show me, what will happen? That bad woman, what do you want? And Saul, he said, I want to meet Samuel. That witch, she was like, doing all kinds of funny, whatever she did. Then in a spirit, not truly, but in a spirit, it was like, then like a spirit of Samuel told Saul, because you did not show those people that you would die. That's the verse where I really think Saul did not kill all of them. Because God, through Samuel, is telling, because you did not show those people that I am Almighty, you will die in heaven. Saul, he was offended. That woman gave him some food. He ate, he got up, and he left. He went to fight the Philistines. So he died. Later, David, when he was king, the same people, they bothered him again. God had told, destroy them, take it out. But I want that. Sometimes in our life, we're copying Saul. We have some things deep inside. Those things, they continue bothering us again and again and again. They bother us. We're not willing to destroy them. Like Saul, when he saw that king, oh no, beautiful. We need to save him. Ooh. Some of those animals, beautiful. I just cannot kill them. Sometimes we have things in our life that bothers us again and again and again. We prefer just settle it down and it's more or less clean. But if it's really clean, it's clean. Matthew 5 verses 29 and 30. Yes, Matthew 5 verse 29. If your right eye is leading you to sin, take that eye out and throw it away. So the verse says, it's better one eye go to heaven than see find two eyes go to hell. Verse 30. If your right hand causes you to sin, cut it off, throw it away. It's better one hand go to heaven, then both hands go to hell. What? I did not think that Jesus literally means eye and cut off. But what are the things? I think for Saul, those beautiful cows, that beautiful king, they were like his right eye, his right hand. He was not willing to cut it off. What are some things that for us it can be bothering us to sin? One thing could be movies. I must confess, I myself, normally if I see a movie is wrong, cut it off. I miss it sometimes, but what I feel myself is more time. I should use the time for something else, but I like it. But it can also, there's dirty movies. Dirty movies. God told him, out! The dirty places to go. What was the story? A boy was helping his father. The father, the boy, they were working with a tractor or some machine, and it broke. The father told the boy, you, please, will you go and buy a new fix? So, boy, fine. He went. When he got here, he opened the door. That place. Dirty pictures. This boy, what did he do? He decided, I will not go there again. It was not really a bad place. It was a place to buy parts, to fix their tractor. But inside in the office, dirty pictures. So he decided to not go there and around. Am I willing, or do I go there again? Could be dirty books, lost pictures. One more that I think can be the right hand, the right eye that is leading you to sin. Friends. Friends are good. It's not wrong. But if a friend is leading you to sin, sometimes you will need to cut off that friendship. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. I don't know if they were friends with the others, but probably. But their friends, they led them to worship idols. They cut off that friendship. If you have a friend, you feel it's so precious, but if that friend is leading you to be wrong, better cut off. Future, when you will meet Jesus, judgment, Jesus will not, I know, your friend. Each one will be responsible. When we meet Jesus, we will not help nothing. Each one decide. So I encourage you, get it out, cancel it. What I was saying about friends, it does not mean that you will go and hate that person. But sometimes some of the fellowship, maybe you need to cut it off. Hebrews 12, those are the last verses. Hebrews 12, verse 1 to 3. We have around us many people whose lives tell us what faith means. So let us run the race that is before us and never give up. We should remove from our lives the things that would get in our way of sin, and the sin that so easily stops us, hold us back, remove it. Let us look only to Jesus. The one who began our faith and who makes it perfect. He suffered death on the cross, but he accepted the shame as if it were nothing, because joy is before him. Now he is sitting at the right hand of God. Think, verse 3, think about Jesus' example. Jesus, what did he do? He held on. Wicked people who were hurting him. But Jesus, he held on. So now, become tired and stop trying. So again, verse 3, think about Jesus, not become tired. Verse 2, verse 1, I'm thinking, sin, remove. Jesus, sometimes we feel discouraged. Sometimes we have things that we want to stay and pray that we will not be like Saul. Pray that you would just open up, change it between you. Pray, ask him come here. It doesn't matter. These Christians, we will bless them. We have those here that decided that Christianity was cancelled, we will touch them. We have those here that haven't been saved, we will touch them. We have Christians here that want to follow but feel it's hard, we will touch and bless. Pray for other Christians, deaf especially, we will bless them as well. We thank you.